What's up, guys? Bang, bang. Lunch money time. While Wall Street's trying to get rich, the rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with Polina. She's got her guns out, ready to go. Don't forget that lunch money is now sponsored by BlockFi. You can go get a BlockFi account and earn up to 8.6% APY in an interest-bearing account. You can buy and sell crypto on their crypto exchange, or you can deposit crypto and take out a US dollar loan against your crypto collateral. Go get a BlockFi account at blockfi.com/pomp. Again, blockfi.com/pomp. What's up?
Coinbase went down because Bitcoin went up to 17,000.
I don't know if that's how it happened, but yes.
It went down.
Bitcoin has been on an epic run. It's up over 135% year to date. It's up over 88% since May of 2020.
Damn.
Most of you watching this already know all that. And yesterday, Coinbase went down. The running joke in the crypto community is that you know it's a bull market when Coinbase goes down. There is also a belief, obviously, it's the most popular exchange. So many people are trying to use the exchange that it crashes. It's just unfortunate that it continues to crash when everyone is trying to access it. I can't believe that's what you started out with.
Are you excited?
I'm probably more excited about the next one. Go ahead.
The next bull run?
No.
Oh.
The next topic. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, why?
Go ahead.
Clayton, who has led the Securities and Exchange Commission for the past 3.5 years that included a number of major changes in financial markets, said Monday he will step down at the end of the year. 2020. It's over for him.
Sayonara.
Wait, why?
Clayton's a very smart guy. He's very, very, incredibly intelligent. He's actually been incredibly rational from most of the things I've seen him talk about, except for he has been very heavily anti-Bitcoin and crypto. He has almost worked against it to a degree. And so the belief is that Clayton leaving early, he wasn't actually supposed to leave at the end of this year, but he's stepping down early, should serve as a catalyst, a positive inflection point for Bitcoin and crypto regulation. We've seen what happened with Brian Brooks, who used to be the legal officer, I think, with the general counsel at Coinbase. He is now the temporary head of the OCC, which oversees all the national banks. He has been on a tear, just clarifying things and really trying to accelerate crypto adoption. Hopefully we can get somebody, maybe a Hester Pierce would be interesting.
Well, potential successors of the agency include former Manhattan U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara, who was the lead prosecutor in Silk Road. So I'm not sure you're getting a better crypto.
That's fine.
Oh.
No. But again, that's fine. It's just Clayton was actively going against crypto and Bitcoin. Smart guy. I'm sure that he has his reasons for doing it. It just wasn't the best thing for
I'm not sure
Bitcoin and
Preet
crypto.
is much better, but
We'll see. Hester Pierce, that's who we need.
Hester is awesome.
Crypto mom.
She's great.
That's what she calls herself.
There's also Crypto Dad. Did you know that?
Yeah, but Crypto Dad was Giancarlo. He ran the CFTC and now he left. Next.
Airbnb on Monday released its prospectus to debut on public markets. The company allows users to book short-term rentals and experiences while traveling. Airbnb made $219 million in net income on revenues of $1.34 billion last quarter. Wow. It's so funny because everybody thought Airbnb would be one of those companies that really struggled during COVID, but it's prospered. Can you tell us why you're dancing?
IPO time.
Why are you dancing?
I have a small investment in the company. I would like to see Airbnb do well. That's all.
Oh,
For those of you that don't know, when you
Can we
make
just
investments,
reflect?
when you make investments in these private companies, you basically make an investment, and then whether it's directly in the company, through a secondary, through an SPV, whatever it
didn't even
is.
notice I was gone.
Nope. Then you basically have to hold it illiquid. So you don't have the ability to sell it at any point until they go public. And so when it's time to go public,
I just cannot
little
believe.
liquidity.
All right. Airbnb is a cool company because it's actually profitable. That's rare.
It's not rare. I mean, most companies
Tech
are
and
profitable.
Startup tech.
They're not
venture-backed.
All right.
Venture-backed going public.
We got to stop calling multi-billion-dollar companies startups. They're not startups.
Venture-backed companies.
No, most venture-backed companies end up being profitable.
Are
The
they?
narrative in the media is they aren't. But hey, newsflash, they're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
No, most of the companies
Name
end up
another
having
profitable company that went public in the last 2 years that was profitable.
almost every Lemonade.
No.
Yes. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Lemonade stock soars over 100% on first day of trading.
Whether the company can achieve profitability is in question.
And is it profitable?
It has not been profitable.
No, you hold on a second. But what you're looking at is what they're specifically doing is they're intentionally reinvesting the profits so that they don't pay taxes.
All right. Well, I'm talking.
It's like what Amazon
profits.
did.
I'm
my
talking.
God. So the whole reason
profitable.
why companies reinvest their profits is so that they can continue to grow, and they also don't have to pay taxes. It's why Amazon, for example, hasn't paid taxes in a long time.
So why is Airbnb not doing that?
Well, they probably are reinvesting a lot of it.
But they are profitable. Okay,
we'll see. All right, let's go. Move on. I don't want to sit here and prove you wrong on national live television.
Guys,
come on, let's go.
I'm dealing with a child.
Yeah, facts.
Twitter on Tuesday launched Fleets. Stop. Its competitor to Snapchat and Instagram Stories features. The company also announced Spaces, a feature that will allow users to join virtual rooms where they can engage in real-time audio conversations with others. The feature is similar to that of Clubhouse, a popular start. What did I say about Clubhouse? What did I say?
Nobody's going to use Twitter's audio feature. No, they're not. And Fleets is probably going to be used. It's just not going to take out the competitors. I like Jack Dorsey a lot. I think he's probably one of the best entrepreneurs of our lifetime. No one gives him credit for that. He's severely underrated. They have really struggled as a company on a lot of features, and their stock price has lagged, I think, compared to what most people think they should be doing. I personally think Twitter is the most important social network out of any of them. It has the highest income earners. It has the most professional connections, all that kind of stuff. In terms of usefulness, it's even more useful for that stuff than LinkedIn. But we're going to have to wait and see how these features play out. So we'll see. But I don't think that they're going to kill Snapchat. I don't think they're going to kill Instagram. And I don't think that they're going to kill Clubhouse.
Why do we think that they're trying to compete with Instagram and Snapchat? I just don't understand.
It's not so much compete with them as much as like if you see functionality. It's like the news feed. Like everyone forgets. Like there was no such thing as a news feed before, right? Or like an algorithmic ranked feed. And then Facebook was the first one to really popularize that, and now everyone else went and copied it. Now Twitter didn't use the algorithmic feed to try to kill Facebook. It just said, hey, that's a great feature. We should add that feature to our product as well. Well, look, my little cord was up here. You know, it was hanging on my shoulder like a little angel. Go ahead. Next.
Who are you today?
Next.
Amazon. I just danced.
No, come on.
Amazon is making its biggest leap into the multi-billion-dollar healthcare industry with the launch of Amazon Pharmacy, a new digital drugstore. The US-based service works just like a traditional drugstore with special added perks for Prime members. Amazon Pharmacy accepts most major insurance with the ability to manage orders on its website. Prime members can get free 2-day delivery.
Jeff Bezos lost his mind. Jeff Bezos is about to be selling y'all air next. Straight up. This dude gonna sell you everything.
He's selling everything on the digital web.
He's selling you books. He's selling you goods. He's selling you groceries. He's now selling you pharmaceuticals. He's literally just gonna next time just literally take a can, put air in there, and say, "I'll sell y'all air," and you idiots are all gonna go buy it and be like, "Amazon Air is so good."
Okay, but like a pharmacy, I get. Why? How is that? What do you
Why?
mean? Because instead of
you gonna give Jeff Bezos all your medical data?
No.
Ooh, but you walk into the grocery store and you give them your facial recognition. The Amazon Go stores.
I haven't done that in a year.
Okay, but you already gave it to him. I didn't go in that store. You ain't getting me.
Guys,
I ain't getting.
He pretended to be on the phone so he wouldn't have to walk in with me. And at first I believed him, but while I was in there, I was like, I feel like this has to do with facial recognition.
Why do they need my face? They don't need my face. They can have your face.
Nobody needs your face.
Sorry, it's like when we do the contact tracing and we walk in somewhere and they're like, somebody needs to spell out the paper. I just look at Polina like, well, I ain't putting my name on that thing. Go ahead. Jeff Bezos is going to sell you guys air.
All right. Next is Ask Lunch Money. Tell the people how to ask lunch money.
Just put hashtag AskLM in the comments and Polina will go in and grab her favorites and we'll try to answer as many as we can.
All right.
Ready?
We got like 5 today. Okay. Quickly, Benjamin Swenson. Pomp, how has your experience been with Retire with Choice? It sounds super interesting and I would love to hear about your specific experience with it.
For those that don't know, Choice is a product where you can buy Bitcoin in your retirement account. I did a really big endorsement deal with them. I'm a big fan. I actually have 100% of my retirement funds with them. The whole idea is it's a self-directed IRA. So you basically can roll over your investment funds or your retirement funds into it, and then you can buy all sorts of alternative assets. I personally have just Bitcoin. And so you can either buy like the Grayscale GBTC through that account, or you can actually, what's really cool about this is you can buy Bitcoin with tax advantage dollars and hold your private keys. So if you want to hold your private keys, but you want to use tax money to do it, or retirement money to do it, you can use Choice. I love it. Obviously, that's why I did the endorsement deal, is because I think that everyone should go and have some Bitcoin in their retirement account. And Choice was by far the best way I found to do it. So not only do they have all my retirement money, but you can go to retirewithchoice.com/pomp. Appreciate that softball right there, Benjamin. All right, next.
Jacob Barnett. What do you guys think are the most important things to focus on to be more wise while staying true to yourself? All right, I have one. I'm a big fan of mental models. If you can kind of read through them and implement them into your life, you will notice when you are thinking in a faulty manner, and it'll help you stay true to yourself, because you realize that a lot of times you worry about stupid things. Go on.
I personally think that you should never focus on being wise.
What does that mean?
Just be yourself. Like, if you're smart, you're smart. If you're dumb, you're dumb. Whatever, that's fine. If you're funny, you're funny. But like, there's a lot of people who you wouldn't consider quote unquote wise who actually are, but that's not their like branding, right? So like a comedian is a great example. A lot of comedians are actually incredibly intelligent or wise or whatever adjective you want to use, but they don't try to, they don't try to replicate, let's say like Naval Ravikant's like Twitter presence, right? Where it's like, I'm going to have these like one line, super wise type of knowledge. Instead, they're just themselves. And so I think that part of this is, if you want to be yourself, then focus on that. And if you're interested in being more intelligent, smarter, whatever, go read, go listen to podcasts, talk to interesting
mental
people.
Models.
Yeah, it's just like get exposure to as many ideas as possible.
I don't like you saying if you're dumb, you're dumb. Like, that's not true.
That's fine. But to be clear, I'm not saying that being dumb is a bad thing. What I mean by that is, like, when my brothers and I hang out, we're dumb. Like, we're idiots. But we're having fun doing it. And so, like, we are being true to ourselves because we're having fun and we're enjoying ourselves. If somebody else saw us all hanging out, yes, and like I walk by my brother and I punch him in the arm, like, oh, those guys are dumb.
But it sounded like you were saying something deterministic. Like, if you're dumb, you can't be wise. If you're dumb, you can't be smart.
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
That was just you. That was you interpreting my words incorrectly. Ooh,
okay.
That was not a good thing. Go ahead.
Nisami, what are your long-term goals in life? I think I know yours. Long-term goals are to make the world just a little bit better and help some people along the way.
Okay. What is that, like a Silicon Valley thing?
Is that I don't know. Is that a Silicon Valley thing?
Mine has always been the same. I always say it and people are shocked. What is it?
He just wants to be happy.
Facts.
But what does happy mean?
It's different for everybody.
What's happy for you?
I got a fantastic life. I literally couldn't be more happy. I got that trillionaire energy. Jeff Bezos trying to sell air, and I got that trillionaire energy. Maybe I'll bottle that up and sell it.
Kevin Carlino, what do you think about the boom in the retro collectibles market? Sports, Pokemon cards, video games, etc.
What do you think?
Oh, well, I hear Gary Vaynerchuk talking about sports cards.
That is true. That's good. Look, I think that there's always going to be collectibles. The big question I have is just, out of all the things you can choose from, sports cards, video games, Beanie Babies, whatever else is out there, I don't have an advantage in understanding what's going to be valuable and what's not. Other people do. Gary's a great example. My friend Dan Fleischman's a great example on the sports card side. So I think you've got to really, be intellectually honest with yourself and say, hey, even if this market is going to take off or it's going to be a thing in the future, do I personally have the knowledge in order to be able to kind of navigate it, right? If I don't, should I maybe actually take my money and give it to somebody who does have that knowledge, right? Again, I don't know specific to each market, but I do think that people kind of get caught up in, oh, look, this thing is hot, let me go check it out. And they just start putting their money places, and they kind of learn by trial by fire, and you can lose a lot of money that way. So yes, I think that the collectible industry is going to be big, both analog, right? So physical cards, video games, whatever, but also at the same time, the digital collectibles as well, I think will be big. It's just, you got to make sure you know what you're doing in order to kind of protect yourself.
Is this the new version of Beanie Babies?
Yeah, I mean, I've told everyone I'm super big on digital art. I think digital art's going to be massive. It's very small right now, but that is a version of a collectible, right? Art is a collectible. Just people don't think about it that way because it's too highbrow.
All right. The last two questions are kind of related, but I want to shout out both of them. David Jeffries, Pomp, I am 16 and into business. I want to start a business one day. What is your advice to me as a 16-year-old? And the next one is from Jacques Thiel. Mr. Pomp, you guys, I am here too. What advice would give an old kid / young adult to actually understand the importance of saving and the how, when, where, and what to start saving for? Polina, if he says 100% in Bitcoin, please do the bang bang in the background.
So here, I have younger brothers, and my advice to them is the same thing that I would tell both of these people, which is, one, if you want to start a business, the best thing you can do now is get as much experience as possible. And what I mean by that is you should do two things. One, you should go find the people who are the most successful business people you can get in touch with, and you should try everything you possibly can to provide value to them. So literally, like, hands-on, do things that they need done, because what you're going to do is you're going to literally learn through like osmosis, like just being around those people, you're going to pick up all kinds of things. How do they run meetings? How do they think about their business? How do they think about marketing? How do they communicate with people? Like all that kind of stuff. The other thing is you should start businesses. Like if you want to be good at businesses, like start a business. And I literally don't care if you go and get pigeons in the park and then you try to sell them to somebody else.
Racing pigeons.
Yeah, like you literally should just start businesses and understand, like, most of them are not going to work, or they're going to be small.
Wait,
like that's fine.
Small caveat here.
Yes.
Like when we were kids and 16 years old, it was much harder to start like online businesses. It wasn't impossible, but it was harder. It was a little bit more friction. Now, if you're 16, you can literally start a paid newsletter or anything. Just like test it now. If it takes off, that's awesome. If it doesn't, you got some experience.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be on the internet. Like you literally, and you can literally go and like buy t-shirts, get them printed, and like sell t-shirts at your high school, right? Like anything to get experience is really important when you're young. And then when it comes from a personal finance standpoint, this is really, really counterintuitive, but like you probably shouldn't save that much money.
I would take
People hate that advice. People hate that advice, but think about it. If you're a kid and you have $200, right? That $200 is probably going to be minuscule to your lifetime earning potential. Right? And so if you save the $200, great. Maybe you can go to the movies, maybe you can do whatever. You actually should spend as much time as possible, though, taking every dollar you possibly can and investing it. Because if everything goes wrong right now, you most likely, not everybody, but most likely have a bed to sleep in, you have food on the table, right? Your parents will help you out, like you've got friends that will help.
But what if you're a young adult?
Of course, there's always things, right? You gotta be able to pay your rent, whatever. But again, if you simply do the following rules. 1, if you spend less than you make. 2, you get out of debt as fast as possible. 3, you have multiple streams of income. You diversify your income streams. 4, you save whatever you need to save, whether it's 1 month, 3 months, 6 months worth of expenses, whatever that number is for you that makes you comfortable, save that. And then as soon as you get that money saved, every dollar after that, you invest. You have to start investing. The younger you are, the greater advantage you have. Somebody who's 20 versus me who at 32, you literally have 12 years of compounding ahead of you that I don't have.
I will say, yes, but also no. I think one of the biggest things that holds people back and doesn't allow them to move to the places they want or get the jobs they want to have, and like the salary isn't that great at the time, but it's a great learning experience, is student debt. I worked all the way through college to ensure that I would graduate with no student debt, because I knew if I wanted to live in a place like New York City, I didn't want to worry about paying off my student debt every month when I had other bigger expenses. I also saved money for a year while living at home in Atlanta at my parents' house before moving to New York. That helped me a lot. And still, when I was here, budgeting was like the best thing that you could do. I had $104 I could spend a week. That taught me discipline. It taught me how to manage my money. It taught me to spend less than, what is it?
Spend less than you make.
Spend less than I make. And yeah, even though more than half of my paycheck every month went just to rent, I think like you rob yourself of opportunities if you have something as big and looming as student debt over your head.
You definitely got to get rid of the debt. But the whole point is saving is for losers and investing is for winners. People hate when I say that, but it is the truth. The top 50% of Americans who end up being the richest people, right? They get the most assets. It's because they're investors. The bottom 50%, they own no stocks. They live paycheck to paycheck, and they don't have the ability to invest assets. You will not get rich by getting paid a salary. You're not going to get rich doing that. You have to invest capital. And when you're young, you have the advantage. You, understand technology trends better than most. So Tesla, Bitcoin, all these things that everyone laughs at, like, oh, the millennial portfolio. Well, newsflash, the millennial portfolio kicked the ass of all the old people's portfolio. Why? It's because that's where innovation and technology is. And so you understand these trends, they're intuitive to you. So you're able to put capital in places that have a high appreciation potential. And then two is you have a safety net. Majority of people who are young have somebody that if everything goes wrong and you go absolutely broke, you'll find a place to sleep. You will not be out on the street. It's not everybody, but a good portion of people. So take the risks when you're young, because that $200, there's going to be a day when you're older where $200 literally, like, you're just going to be like, that's such a small amount of money given how much money I've made in my life. Right now, $200 is a bunch. But the whole key is grow your money. Don't sit around with $200 in your bank account and then just be thinking about like, okay, I could buy the new PS4. I can go to the movies and, oh, there's a new shoe coming out.
I will say, while I was saving in my first years as a 23-year-old out of college, I did put a very small portion of my savings into Wealthfront, which was an investing app. And I didn't know what investing was. I didn't know how to invest, but I was like, the S&P 500 is probably a safe place. Index funds, things like that. And over the years, because I continued contributing, it's gone up.
And if you're young, make sure you own some Bitcoin. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.